welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey and today's video is Get to Know Me Questions. After looking through my channel a little bit, I discovered that I've just kind of been posting random videos but never formally introduced myself for those of you who don't know me in person. So, hi, I'm Kelsey and I'm gonna answer some questions that hopefully will help you get to know me a little bit better. Question number one is, if you could live anywhere, where would it be? This is kind of random because it's not something that I really considered previously, but after pondering on it a little bit, I think I would pick Norway. I really like how progressive the country is. It seems like they do a lot of good for their people, and it's beautiful. I have a former coworker who currently lives in Norway. Hey Ole, if you're watching. So aside from the fact that they eat whale steaks, I think that I would be really happy there. Number two, what is your biggest fear? Absolutely, without a shadow of doubt, vomit. It's called emetophobia. I know that's kind of random, but it's very profound for me. At least it was previously. I am currently in a form of therapy where I am working on it. I would say I'm about 50% recovered from that fear, which is fantastic because I honestly did not ever see myself getting this far removed from the fear, but it's working and I can't wait to see where the future brings me with that. What would you change about yourself if you could? I wish that I was a more relaxed person. I'm a very anxious person by nature. At times I can be pretty uptight, especially in high stress situations. So I would make myself a more relaxed person if I could change that. But I'm working on it, so manifestation. Number four, what makes you really angry? I don't want to get political. That's not my goal with this. However, I get really angry when people can't see past themselves enough to know that certain changes are necessary for the benefit of others. And that is a very broad answer because it covers a lot of different things that I believe in, but I just think that it's 2020. We all need to open our minds to the fact that everyone deserves health, happiness, and prosperity. So that's my stance on that. What is your proudest accomplishment? I have been on an 11-and-a-half-year journey with cruelty-free eating. I began as a pescatarian for a year. I then went vegetarian for 6.5 or 7 years, and then I've been vegan for almost 4. So it's been a pretty long time, and it's something that I'm really passionate about. I definitely would consider it my biggest accomplishment because there have been times where it has not been easy, especially as my health began declining and I was introduced to even more dietary restrictions. But I am so thankful that I am able to help the animals and help my body, and I can't wait to see what the future brings with my cruelty-free eating journey. Next question. What is your favorite book? The 4 Agreements. Read it. It will change your life. What makes you laugh the most? Farts. What did you want to be when you were small? This is a really funny answer for those of you who do know me in person because I am very much not a political person. I wanted to be the first female president of the United States. Definitely not gonna happen. Next question, what is the best gift that you have been given? The ability to walk again and the ability to eat again. I was in an accident my junior year of high school where I developed a pretty decent concussion. I had a weird complication and developed pretty severe tremors in my legs when I would be standing or walking. I looked like a giraffe that had just been born. And I did not know if I was ever going to walk normally again because doctors couldn't tell me why that was happening. But I overcame it, and I'm so thankful that I can walk. And so sorry for the background noise. Peter Rabbit is burrowing. And then for eating, when I first became sick, I struggled a lot with nausea, and it was very hard to eat normally. There was times where I'd be on broth and rice for a week at a time, and that was really difficult. So I'm so thankful to have come a long way with that and have somewhat normalcy with my eating again. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I see myself married to Aaron, working in a career where I'm happy in the health and wellness field, financially stable and comfortable. Yeah, I mean 5 years I'll be 30, so those would be my top 3. If you could go back in time and change one thing, what would it be? If I could go back in time, I would definitely force myself to work through my traumas and my emotions, because I was someone who abided by what I now call toxic positivity, where I chose to see things from the bright side, which of course is a great thing to do. However, I did that too much and did not allow myself to properly work through those emotions, and I genuinely feel that a lot of that is a contributing factor to why my body is where it is at now. So now I am working through everything, but if I could go back in time, I would try and do that sooner. Have you ever had a secret admirer? This is a funny one. Also my junior year of high school, I was in a physics class and we would group grade each other's homework. So you were never grading your own paper, and every time I would get my paper back, it would have little doodles on it, and there was one where it was like 2 stick figures with a heart and it said I love you, and there were a couple things like that. So I was just like, maybe this is a secret admirer. So maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Are you a clean or a messy person? I am so messy. Maybe that's what I would change about myself. I don't know. I'm working on it. I wish that I was clean, tidy, and organized, but I very much am not. I'm naturally very messy, so hopefully that changes in the future. What is your favorite family tradition? I am Greek. I'm Greek on my dad's side of the family, so we celebrate Greek Easter every year, and my yaya, which is grandma in Greek, will dye eggs and hard-boil them. Of course, I guess you can't really dye non-hard-boiled eggs, vegan things. Anyway, so we each get an egg, and then we go around the table and we smash our eggs together and say Christos Anesti, which means Christ is risen in Greek, and whoever's egg cracks loses, and whoever's egg doesn't crack continues moving around the table, and whoever gets the furthest wins. It's really fun. Who was your favorite teacher in school and why? So I have 3. Elementary school was Miss Carey. She was my 4th grade teacher. She was very young and compassionate, and she loved to read to us, which helped me develop a love for reading back when I was in school. So I'm very thankful for her and for that. She's done a lot for me and my family, and she's still a dear friend of mine. Middle school would be Mr. Bennett. He was my 7th grade pre-algebra teacher. That year, for some reason, I thought it was cute to be dumb and to not try, so my grades were not where they should have been and where they could have been, and he saw right through that. So he really pushed me, and he put me in summer school that year so that I could increase my grade and move on to Algebra 1 in 8th grade, and yeah, so I'm very thankful for him. And then high school would be Miss Beret. She was my ASL teacher. She was just a genuinely beautiful person. Heart, soul, like just a wonderful human being. I still have so much love and admiration for her, and that was definitely one of the hardest years of my life, which she helped me with tremendously, and I will always, always be so thankful for her. If you had a warning label, what would it say? I think it would be one of 2 things. It would either be warning, hot mess, because I tend to be, or warning, will force you to better yourself. I am huge on self-improvement and self-development. I think that it's something that everyone can work on. So I'm definitely a pusher for that, and I will do anything in my power to help you make yourself happier and healthier. What is one thing you will never do again? I will never put the well-being of someone else above my own any longer. That is something that I did for far too long, and it got me in some not fun situations. So of course there's times and circumstances where I will take a step back for my own well-being to help someone else, but generally speaking, my well-being comes first now. What is the funniest thing that you've heard a child say? So this child was not able to pronounce truck, but really liked big trucks. So anytime a UPS or a semi-truck would drive by, they would point and say, big. Can't say that on YouTube, so I hope y'all picked up what I was putting down. But yeah, I can't wait until they're old enough for me to tell them, because it is so funny. And to this day, anytime I see a big truck, that's what I say, because it's so funny. What goals do you have for your future? All right, so I think I'm gonna break this down a little bit into relationship, career, personal, and spiritual. For my relationship, of course, I hope to be married to Aaron, and I want to be the best person and partner that I can be for him. For career, I really want to be in a position where I'm in the health and wellness field, making a difference for others. My ultimate goal would be doing medical research. I find that the approach to many chronic illnesses in our current healthcare system is learning how to live with it and manage it, but not learning and teaching how to get to the root cause of it and then in turn cure it. So we get diagnosed with these things and we're told, this is what you can do to live with it, this is what we can do to help you treat it, but it's never, this is what's causing it, this is what you can do to fix it. So that is something that I would like to do in my career to help others progress through their illnesses, find the root cause, and then overcome it, because I do believe that a lot of what we experience is curable. We just haven't quite gotten there yet with the healthcare system in America. Disclaimer, I do know that there are things that are lifelong and are incurable, and I'm not trying to denote that at all, but I do feel that a lot of what people are experiencing, we are able to fix. So that would be my career goal. My personal goal, I have a heart that wants to see the world, so I really, really want to travel and see so many places, and I also have a big heart for animals, so I want to have a rescue farm on a big piece of land where I have cows and pigs and chickens and goats and whoever needs a home. And spiritually, I'm someone who really loves having a spiritual community around me, so I would love to be able to come up with some kind of spiritual virtual ceremony that occasionally will meet in person but has a virtual option for those who are disabled or unable to attend due to scheduling conflicts or whatever. I just want there to be something that is non-religious but a positive, uplifting ceremony that you can attend weekly to get that spiritual nourishment without having to feel the discomfort of going somewhere where they're preaching about something that you don't necessarily believe in or agree with. Yeah, so those are my goals. I really hope that this video helped you get to know me a little bit better. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Any questions that you guys have or video requests, you can let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye!